We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Opening night here in this brand new season between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Well, you know, I always think pitching and defense are keys to success in the long run. As we take a look at their arms, I see a lot of reason for optimism. A lot can happen over the course of a season, but if these guys stay healthy and pitch to their abilities, they should be in pretty good shape.
It's a date that's been circled for weeks, and it's finally here. Opening night on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your St. Louis Cardinals.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Harold, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Well, Matt, this is one of those throwback lineups for me. I mean, you're talking about speed from top to bottom. They will bunt. They will hit and run. They'll play that small ball game and go after you. But also, you leave a guy at second and you blink, he's on third. They love to run. They're coming after you.
Mike Leake gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Harold, what do you got?
Well, Matt, this guy's not going to blow you away. He's a consistent major league pitcher. Look, his ERA last year a little bit over 4, but he takes the baseball. And he's the guy that's going to take his lumps, but he's going to keep coming back at you. And I think we'll probably see that kind of performance today. All right, here's how the Cards line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. At second base, Colton Wong. What I love about his game is he's fearless on the pivot. He will hang in there, take a hit, and still get rid of the ball. Nice arm and has good arm strength that allows him to hang around that base a little bit longer than most.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, and we are set for
Leading
baseball here this evening.
Center fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. He looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Love that pitch. As long as you actually get it inside like he did right there, the cutter inside is a very effective pitch.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. And we could be in for a cold one tonight. 52 degrees at game time, but should see the 40s before we're through. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Sliced down the left side, but foul. Chopped weakly to the left. Jerko gloves it, and the throw to first is in time. One gone.
Batting second, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. Past battles with Mike Leake. He's got 5 base hits in 21 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. Here's a knuckle curve that backs him up a bit. Ball 1.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat, you could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
1-0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed 1-1. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Now, Matt, Dave Lawrence is going to remind you a lot of James Kingsley. He comes from that old school of if you hit your spots, he's going to call it. He has a tendency to call one side of the plate a little bit more than the other.
Sharp ground ball to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting third, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Standing in, Corey Seager. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw on to Carpenter gets him, and that ends the inning. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. Nothing for the Cubs to start. Cards coming up next. You're dialed into MLB Network. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Harold?
Well, the key to me in this one, I'm going to throw a cliche at you, Matt. You know I don't use many cliches. I would have to say have great energy. Play with some enthusiasm. Be excited about playing. And if they do that, man, they carry it through for 9 innings. Look out.
Clayton Kershaw is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. What's your take on him, H?
Matt, last year he had an ERA under 2. He was that good all season long, being able to put hitters away, getting ahead in counts, all the cliches that you think about, but they add up to be a really solid season. Hopefully he performs like that this year as well. All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Cubs. And behind the plate, you got Buster Posey. Took him a little while to figure out how to work things in the big leagues, but boy, can he catch. He can still catch and throw. He'll fool you every now and then, too, but he calls a tremendous game.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Cardinals, the shortstop, Aledmus Diaz.
And he takes a pitch right down the middle. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to first. That's a hit, their first of the new season.
Well, Matt, if you ask me how to start a game, you want your pitcher to throw a 1-2-3, which he did the top half, and then your leadoff guy gets a single. That's a recipe for success.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. His lifetime numbers against Kershaw: 18 hits in 44 at-bats. And on 10 occasions, he's been a strikeout victim. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Murphy backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Batting third, first baseman, Matt Carpenter.
Coming to the plate now, Matt Carpenter. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
Well, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. And indeed, he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over to first to take the sure out.
Batting fourth, third baseman, Jed Jerko.
Stepping up now, Jed Jerko. First opportunity for him here with the leadoff man still standing at second. 2 gone now. Kershaw comes set. First pitch on the way. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
It's a big at bat right here, Matt. You have to get to him early in the game. I know there's 2 outs. You got to run in scoring position, but the good pitchers get stronger the deeper they go in the game.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Has a look. Now the pitch. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals. We are still scoreless. Here's Bryce Harper now. Past battles with Mike Lee. Just a 3 for 13 batting line. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. Into the windup and the pitch. A called strike over the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Well, that's not a good pitch for him to hit. Look, this fella's got so much power, but you got to bring the pitch into the zone. Chasing that one there, right there, I'd go back and throw it to him again.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Standing in now, Justin Turner. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. This one's down to third. Jerko has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He'll be the one to start things here against Clayton Kershaw.
Stephen Piscotty.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And a fastball just a bit up. Here it comes on 1-1. A high fastball is in there.
I love how aggressive he is. He's just attacking the zone with the fastball. Here it is. Now he's at 1-2 count, and really he can go anywhere he wants now.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Nope. And he just misses with a curveball.
Oh, I think that curveball froze him, but it didn't quite get the zone. I like the pitch, though.
Now Kershaw delivers a 2-2. And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Randall Grichuk is on deck. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Here's Randall Grichuk. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. First delivery to him on the way. Right over the middle, knee high. High set by Kershaw. Now the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
A runner at first with no outs here. And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2.
Well, that changeup right there sets up a lot of things. Now the count's 2-2. He can come back in with a fastball, and it's going to look like it's moving a little bit better. Or he can go back to that changeup.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Slow little roller to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Coming to the plate now, Colton Wong. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. From the stretch. Favorable call in there for a strike.
Well, he's got himself a little bit of a jam right here, Matt. He's got 2 on, nobody out. Look, I want to get a double play ball. Just pitch the contact, get the double play here.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
And he struck him out.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Into the box, Eric Fryer, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Oh, 0-1 count and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Well, he's got a double play situation right here. If he can get the ball down, everything's been up, so I'm not really looking for a double play. It might take 2 or 3 hitters to get out of this jam.
Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. And that's a setup pitch right there, 1-2.
Well, it looks like he tried to waste one and get him to chase it. He didn't, but you're still sitting pretty. Now you're 1-2, and you showed him the high fastball.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Stepping in now, Mike Leake, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. And here's a ball hit in the air. On the move is Harper. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Cards strand a couple. We'll move to the third with no score. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Into the windup and the pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Good waist pitch. 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Here's another 1-2. And another foul ball.
That is the 4th foul ball of this AB right here. He's seeing a lot of pitches.
Another 1-2 delivery. Another one sent foul. Again, a 1-2. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Well, you talk about fighting. He's fouling balls off, fouling them off in a 1-2 count. He finally took a ball right there. I wonder if he feels more confident or he wants to keep swinging.
A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Here's another 2-2. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
You gotta love this at bat, man. That's some kind of concentration. That's the 7th ball he's fouled off in this at bat.
Now another 2-2. A shot down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Another try at 2-2. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Into the box now, Clayton Kershaw, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
The windup and the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. Diaz scoops it up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting ninth, the catcher, number 33, Buster Posey.
Here's Buster Posey now. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Pitch on the way. 3-2 now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Out of play. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Piscotty is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Digging in for his second at bat, Aledmus Diaz. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Aledmus Diaz.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Here's the 0-1. And a neck high fastball that time. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. 3-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. There to handle it is Ozuna, and there's one away.
Now batting, center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dexter Fowler. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. Heading for second now is Fowler. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
That ball's right in his wheelhouse. Man, the pitcher got lucky. He hit a screaming line drive. Had he lifted it, he'd be jogging right now for 4.
Here's Matt Carpenter as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Well, he came at him with the same pitch. Now he finds himself down 0-2. You just got to anticipate he's going to try to triple it up. Not just double, but triple. I'm looking for that pitch right now again.
Bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 our score. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. Oh, and 2. Here it is. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Well, no surprise on that one. That's the classic slider down the way, trying to get him to chase on that 0-2 pitch.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters.
3.
That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Here's Jed Jerko now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Kershaw comes set. Here it is on 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Blackman is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Cards leave 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Now in the box, Charlie Blackman back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Well, he's really having good success in this game. And, you know, looking at it, you go, how's he doing it? Well, it's surely not the first pitch strike. I mean, he's a little over 60% first pitch strikes. That's good. It's not great. For the type of success he's having, you can't figure it out.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Up next for the Cubs, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Striding in once again, Daniel Murphy. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat. 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Heavy sinker just stayed inside.
That's 2 close pitches right there, and he just laid off him. I think he's sitting on one specific pitch, and he hasn't gotten it yet.
Three and 0 now.
Sitting 3-0 right here. I wouldn't be surprised to see him turn him loose and give him the green light.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. No runs, no hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Turned on down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The next 3-2. Scorched to third. There is Jerko on to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Ready for another chance. Corey Seager comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Knuckle curve breaks outside for ball 1. And now a pitch on the way. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Lets it fly 2-0, but this one's by him for the first strike. No runs, no hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. In there, 2-2.
Tell you what, I'm already taking inventory in the fourth inning here, Matt. His secondary pitch has really been effective. He's used it well. He's getting a lot of good results from it. I just wonder if they're going to make an adjustment as the game continues.
And a sinker there, swung on and missed for out number 3. Cubs are down in order. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Digging in to try it again, Stephen Piscotty. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
55.
And he takes ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Got him.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Here's Randall Grichuk. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. Calling for it, Turner. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So with 2 gone here in the fourth, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And you can see that both guys are well into the 90s, 95 on one hand and just 2 miles an hour slower on the other. Into the box, Colton Wong. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Kershaw's ready. Here's the first pitch. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
2-0 count. Here it comes. That one's in there on the black. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
Well, he falls behind 3-1 right now, but man, he is really throwing the ball well. He's been attacking them all game.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. A wave and a miss. A tick behind a good fastball.
Man, he's got a good fastball. He showed it off right there. He blew it right by him.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. Here's Bryce Harper now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The right fielder, number 34, Bryce Harper.
First offering on its way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And there's ball one. Here it comes. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. And he didn't pull the trigger on a good low sinker, but it missed for ball three.
Well, he's been throwing the ball pretty well so far, but right here, 3 balls to the leadoff guy to maybe get them a chance to get them going. He's just got to come back, make him swing the bat. I'd rather see him earn his way on the base by swinging the bat instead of a walk.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. And no one will track it down. The 3-2 one more time. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball.
That was a pretty good pitch on a pitch he doesn't throw very often, or I should say hasn't used in this game, that's for sure. That was a good pitch.
The next 3-2. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
Striding in, Joey Votto comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger. 1 out, nobody on. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now.
Third baseman, number 16.
A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Now at the plate, Justin Turner. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Right there for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Halfway home, still no score. Now at the plate, Eric Fryer.
0
for 1 for him here in this one.
Catcher, Eric Fryer.
Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Now the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. 2-2 count. Here it comes. In the dirt. Did he go around? Yes, he did. And he makes the throw to first. Fryer is retired, and there's one away.
Catcher, Mike Leake.
So stepping in, Mike Leake. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Well, there's a first pitch strike. You know, only 50% of the pitches he's throwing first pitch this game have been for a strike. So I'm surprised that he's having as much success so far as he is.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Kershaw now on 1-1. Back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit. So the lineup card turns over with one away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
Well, he gets a hit. And the first thing I can think of with that hit alone, he's already surpassed what he's given up on the mound as he got a no-hitter going and then gets a hit. What a day.
And that'll bring up Aledmys Diaz. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. High set by Kershaw. Now the pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
Now the 1-2 pitch from Kershaw. And that misses. 2-2. Runner at first here, one man out. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2.
I like that. Show him the curveball and then try to sneak that low 90s fastball by him. It's going to look faster coming off those breaking pitches.
Hot shot down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Finally, they show some signs of life. These guys have been swinging the bats like they're underwater or something. But a single and a double, and now they've got runners on second and third. We'll see if they can cash them in.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0 delivery, and he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
This is a situation you love as a hitter. It's an RBI situation tailor-made for you. If you hit the ball on the ground, you're going to pick up that run, and it's going to give you the lead.
The 1-2 pitch. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Ready once again, Matt Carpenter. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Kershaw comes set. Here's the first pitch. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
You're sitting 2-0 in that situation. You get the fastball, but it's not the location you want, so you lay off it. I love that. That's great disciplined hitting.
From the belt, the pitch. 2-2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Cards strand a couple. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He'll start out the proceedings against Mike Leake as we get the inning underway. Here comes the first pitch. Nope, and that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Off speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close, and now that was an easy take. Now he's locked in. You're sitting there 2-0. Get real specific. Make him throw you your pitch.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And the perfect game will go by the wayside here as this pitch misses for ball 4.
Hey, they haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Striding in once again, Clayton Kershaw. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
Well, I like that right there. Pulling the bat back. You still got to bunt a strike. That's the one trap that bunters fall into. They think they got to bunt anything. It's not a squeeze bunt. You still have to bunt a strike.
The 1-0 delivery. And now the bunt attempt from Kershaw, and it looks to be a good one. Throw not in time at first, so the pitcher tries to give himself up, but instead he gets himself a base hit.
And everyone knows that you set the tone on opening day, and that's not the kind of tone they want to set. They made fielding a priority in the spring, but it doesn't translate on that play. Might be some early season jitters, too.
Here's Buster Posey now. As the first pitch to him, a sinker in the dirt for ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard down the line. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies. Ozuna is on his way home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Matt, I don't know about you, but, man, I love offense. And sixth inning to get their first hit. Let's go, boys. It's getting a little boring. About time.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Here comes the 0-1. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
He's in a tough spot right now, 0-2. This is one of those at-bats. You look back and you go, I got to get the man over. But now 0-2, you just got to try to make contact now.
The 0-2 home. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Up next for the Cubs, second base.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2.
This is a big spot right here. 2 runners on. You got a 0-2 count. You waste 1. Now you make it work. Throw one in the dirt. Throw one high. Make him chase it, and you got a chance to strand those runners on base.
Hard sinker misses. 2-2. Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Reined in. And indeed he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Ready for another shot now. Corey Seager. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. And there's the 4th wide one, so they'll go after the next guy with a force at any base here and 2 men gone.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with a bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Ready for another chance. Bryce Harper, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0.
Well, things are bad enough as it is right now. 1 run in, base is juiced, and now he's falling behind the count. You could bet the guy at the plate is thinking about making this a 5-run inning in a hurry.
This one's down to 3rd. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
That is the only way you're going to hit that ball. The ball's fading away from you. He stayed with it and drove it to the opposite field. If he tried to pull it, he would have rolled over.
In is Joey Votto now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. No hits to this point. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. Two out, bases loaded. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Fryer is there and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Cubbies are in front 2-0. Digging in once again, Jed Jerko. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Jerko.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Look out. 2-0 now.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Nope. 3-0.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. And they'll start him with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game, and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A breaking ball over the outside corner for strike two. Nobody out, runner on first. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he
Now
could
batting.
rack up quite a few more before
fielder,
he's done. Still a
Randall
lot of game
Grichuk.
left in this one.
Digging in to try it again. Randall Grichuk, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First delivery to him on the way. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one.
Oh, he's going to want that pitch again. That ball's right down the middle in his wheelhouse. His eyes lit up. He just didn't let it travel deep enough where he could square it and keep it fair.
Ready with his 100th pitch of the ball game. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow.
Second baseman, number 16,
Colton Wong will stand in. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Set to deliver the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here it comes, 0-2. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. One left for the Cardinals. They're still down. It's 2-0. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Matt Bowman will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Greg Garcia will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 35, Greg Garcia.
Justin Turner is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. And he misses. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Here it is on 3-1. And this one will be foul back in among the fans. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Popped into the air, back behind second. And there's your first out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
Ready once again, Marcell Ozuna. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats. Foul. Bases are empty. 1 man out. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. There to take it is Fowler as that becomes out number 2.
The batter, number 22, pitcher Clayton Kershaw.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Clayton Kershaw. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Fouled back. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
Chop foul over towards the dugout.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Cubs are down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. In now, Eric Fryer, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far.
Eric Fryer.
First delivery to him on the way. And that misses, ball 1.
Hey, the guy in the mound is having one heck of a night, but the downside of that, if you're going to strike out a lot of guys, your pitch count is going to be high. So this gives the offense some kind of hope as this game's getting down to the end.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1.
They can't afford to continue to fall back any further. They got to get something going on the offensive side. Somebody's got to step up, give a big hit, maybe even a home run, drop a bunt, do something. But this offense has to get going.
And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Here's the pitch. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2.
This guy's got a good mid-90s fastball working in this game. If they think they can catch up to that ball up there, it's going to continue to be a rough game for them.
Now Kershaw delivers a 2-2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
Standing in now, Greg Garcia, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2 in just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Diaz.
Digging in and looking for more. Aledmus Diaz. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. This is grounded foul. Kershaw's ready. Here's the 0-1. And this is fouled back and out of play.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Tyler Lyons has been summoned
Now
from the
pitching for the
bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
70, Tyler Lyons.
Ready now, Buster Posey. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
33, Buster Posey.
On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. The 2-1 on its way. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Skied into straightaway right. Heading after it is Piscotty. 1 down.
Now batting.
Well, it's been a game of starting pitching so far. As on cue, we give you a look at our starter comparison for these 2 guys in our 2-0 ball game. Now at the plate, Charlie Blackmon. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Into the windup and the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Swing and a miss on the sinker. A ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. He'll try again. 1-2. This is hit softly to third. And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are 2 down. A good old-fashioned Midwest battle here in St. Louis with the visiting Cubs leading the Cardinals here in the 8th as you take a look at our line score to this point. Now at the plate, Daniel Murphy. He was a ground-out victim last time up. There's the sinker to start him out, missing down and away for ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Grichuk ranging back, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Yeah, same here, Matt. It kind of got lost high in the sky before it one-hopped the fence for an extra base hit. During the daytime, that thing probably would have carried out of here, but you can't complain too much about a double.
Here's Corey Seager, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2 out here and a runner at second. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Well, that was a good changeup right there. You see how he swung through that ball? Man, he's got him thinking now, because that was clearly an indication he was looking fastball and got fooled.
Ready with the 0-2. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Has a look, now the pitch. On the ground up the middle. Diaz picks it up. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's Dexter Fowler now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And he just misses with a curveball. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And a fastball just a bit up. Here he comes on 2-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Pitch on the way. And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he was able to only get that first out in the 8th, but nonetheless he'll depart with the lead. Wade Davis is out from the bullpen as he'll get his first work of the season here on opening night.
Wade Davis.
Here's Matt Carpenter, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Well, it's not rocket science. You fall behind 3-1 to this guy, you're probably going to give up a base hit when you throw him a fastball.
Chad Sherko.
Here's Jed Jerko now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Runners on first with 1 down. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Misses, ball 2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Late that time for a strike.
0-1's the count.
A 1 pitch on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. 2 out with the man at first. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. He'll try it again, 3-2. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Cards leave 1. They're down 2-0. The Gateway Arch lit up at night here in St. Louis. Welcome back to our broadcast on MLB Network. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Kevin Segrist is on to take over on the mound now, and he'll take over the cleanup spot in the lineup following the double switch. Johnny Peralta will also enter as a part of the double switch as he'll hit in the 7th hole in the lineup.
Number 27.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Well, what's he looking for? 2-0 fastball right down the middle, and he took it. I don't know what he's thinking about. Maybe he thought he was going to throw him a breaking ball, but I think you got to sit fastball there.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. Joey Votto is on deck. And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. Count is full. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
In is Joey Votto now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd. A foul ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate he just fouled it off.
Again, he sends it out of play. Here's another 1-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Coming to the plate now, Justin Turner. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Now a swing and a fly ball. And foul. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Hit out towards second. To his right, Garcia. Throw on to Carpenter, gets him, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're up 2-0. There's Joe Madden up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Kenley Jansen takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Pitching and batting in the 6th spot, number 74, Kenley Jansen. Now playing third base and batting in the
Here's
8th
Randall Grichuk. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. The 0-2 home. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Hands held high by Peralta. Now the pitch. Johnny Peralta comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Now he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I like it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now here it comes. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Into the box, Eric Fryer. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. 2-0 count. Here it comes. 2-0 pitch is a cutter that's in on the knuckles, and it's 3-0.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the ninth. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
I really like what he did right there. 2-0. He wasn't able to hit the spot he was shooting for. 3-0. He made a better pitch, and now he sits 3-1. Let's see what he does here.
Jansen comes set. Here's the 3-1. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. Chicago claimed the victory despite being held to only 3 hits. Clayton Kershaw earns his first win of the season with 15 strikeouts. Mike Leake is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Kenley Jansen earns the save out of the bullpen, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Harold Reynolds, the lefty Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For St. Louis, no runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. The winning pitcher is Clayton Kershaw. His record is now 1-0. Credit the save to Kenley Jansen, his first. The loss goes to Mike Leake. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 21 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Busch Stadium, a sellout of 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us in baseball heaven and remind you to please drive home safely. Have a good night.